Independent American Football League, the IAFL.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Score 58 Network. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman and Adam Collins, bringing you some nice sit back and relax. Even though the game's already happened, hey, don't tell your neighbors. Just sit back and enjoy it. It's kind of like the lottery. This is IAFL action here tonight. I'm Bo McMichael. I'm at the bottom of the group. We got Adam Collins, the gray beard nonetheless, and Baldy McBalderson, Craig Chapman bringing in the group. We're going to kind of pinpoint a couple of games, talk about the whole week 3 and what actually happened here. We're going to kick it off with the Ducks versus the Enforcers, and we'll get things started. Sorry for the late delay. It's 9:30, but hey, what else are you going to do? You already played your football game, so let's get going with watching and see what actually happened across the IAFL. Once again, we'll introduce and kind of give what's been going on throughout the league and having that. Gentlemen, how are y'all tonight?
Good. How are you?
Well, I'm tired. We've called 4 basketball games already, a slam dunk contest and a 3-point contest. So I'm happy that we're here, but I'm a little wore out. So I'm trying to get my extra Wheaties going on at this point. And it seems to be Line Creek Brewing Company at this point. That's my Wheaties. So we're going to take baby steps, but we're going to kick in on 3 actions. And if there's anybody else that's been running live out there, I'll go search for it and see what we can bring up. But we will bring in the Atlanta Tigers versus the Georgia Guardians, and also talk about the Metro Atlanta Horsemen versus the Georgia Knights, even though it was a very short game, didn't get out of the second quarter after an injury. So with no further ado, gentlemen, I'll let you take it away. This is the Atlanta Enforcers versus the Augusta Ducks. Augusta's looking to go back 2-2. The Enforcers trying to get back on the winning way after taking one to the what we call chin last week. They did lose last week to the Horsemen, correct?
Yes, sir, they did.
Okay, I'm just making sure my brain's on the same way. They won their first game, so they're 1-1. So they're trying to make sure they stay in the winning possession. If you've already looked on Facebook or you're one of the fans, you already know the outcome. But, hey, let's not hold that. We'll let them know that Bruce Willis was dead the whole time, and we'll move on with the Sixth Sense. So no further ado, gentlemen, take it away. Let's get this thing started.
All right, Coach Chapman, how are you?
I'm good, man. Been a long day today, but this is what we come to do. You know what I'm saying? Talk about football.
I hear you. Well, I'll be interested to see what the Ducks are going to come out here and do on offense. Simply because we watched them do a couple of different things last week.
Yeah, very different. They, week before we saw a lot of pistol set, jet motion, and then last week when they got to the point where it felt like they were tired of messing around with them, they went to a power set and just ran over the Savannah Titans.
Yeah, Larry Albert ran wild.
Yeah, and I got in trouble, so I won't do that again this week. No, I will not. There will be no more references to touchdowns or vultures in this broadcast. Although we did see a dunk contest won without a dunk today.
We did. There was a dunk at the end.
So, getting ready to start this game off with a kickoff right here, Coach. Get to see what the Ducks look like early on.
Must be windy balls being held. It's a short kick, fielded about the 30-yard line. Taking straight up the gut.
Straight lateral it, too, like the 91 Falcons. So we're going to get a 1st and 10 right here at about the 46-yard line. Or closer to the 45. Ducks are in their charcoal pants tonight and their highlighter yellow uniforms. They got a really distinctive look. I mean, I spent the whole last 2 weeks calling them Oregon because that's what they look like.
They really do.
I mean, and it's a clean look.
I like it. That's one of the things, and it's so hard to put together uniforms sometimes. It was funny watching them play the Tigers, correct?
Yes.
Because the Tigers are really bright orange.
Mm-hmm. Here's that power set that they ended last week with.
And here he comes.
And there he goes. Wow.
And
get out of the way.
That's Larry Albert.
And that is 15 on first down, Coach.
Yeah, that I would do nothing but this.
Well, that's the way they ended last week. I mean, the third, midway through the third quarter, through the fourth quarter, it was just turn around and hand the football off. Whether it was Albert or Harris, didn't really much matter. We got to see three different tailbacks in that time frame last week, but looks like they came out with a no-nonsense approach this week, going power eye left right here, Coach.
And, of course, the enforcers got everybody in the box. And here he comes. And, the thing, good Lord, you see the block right there?
Yes. Just mashed.
And mangled the linebacker.
Poor guy. It's not really one that you want to jump up and start, woofing about either.
No. This funny thing out of this power eye set, you got the dive and the counter and the option. You got a lot of different stuff you can do.
And then you're going to get everybody, like you said, in the box. So if you want to throw the ball over the top, it's the best time to do it is out of this power look.
And I would throw it to the tight end number one right there who's in tight. A lot of people ignore that guy. He'll get lost in the mix.
There's 9 people right now in the box.
Just, full outside power right there.
No gain on the play. Going to bring up third down at about 6.
See, I run away from the tight end. That's just me.
That's what they did the first 2 times. I guess they felt like they needed to see if they could stick it in on the strong side right there. And, you called it full strong side power right there. Didn't get a good block on the inside defensive tackle, and he was able to spill the play. But this right here, or third down 6, screams power pass to me. Back in the flat, tight end on the corner route.
Takes a snap, drops, sets up, lets it fly down the left side.
Good coverage down there. Stride for stride with him right down the sideline. It's going to bring up 4th and 6.
Receivers really didn't have a chance for that one.
It was a good job by the quarterback. He kept it out of the danger zone, though. It was at least up and to the outside.
Right, which is critical if you're going to throw a fade.
So it's going to bring up 4th down right here. Looks like there's some shifting in the personnel. See if they go to a spread look right here.
Well, are you in 4-down territory right here?
Well, this is 4th down. You're in their side of the field. You're at the 37. So we're going to look. We're going to get a little power back trips right here, a little sniffer right here. See if they try to sneak him down the middle of the field.
Here comes that jet motion.
And this is the same thing they ran last week where there he is in the flat. Got some work to do to get the first down.
Why didn't they come to the jet man?
I don't know, but he's not going to get it.
Look, he's all by himself.
Last week they did a similar thing where they ran him in motion when they were under center, and they made a little play fake and bootleg off of it. And guy was wide open on the backside every time. Now you got to have some guts to half roll and turn around and throw it back. But that's one of those things that you got to think that they see it, and that they're going to eventually come back to it.
All right, so first series they stop them. I mean, enforcers. I mean, would you say the Ducks stopped themselves in this situation, or did the enforcers step up?
Well,
I mean, that's a good 4th down stop right there.
Well, I think that if you go back and look at the third down play, that when the tight end released, he ran straight down the field. If he runs a corner route, there's nobody there to cover him.
Okay.
But, that's just maybe by design. But running the ball to the tight end ended that drive instead of staying away from the tight end where you had better numbers.
Agreed.
Spread look right here.
Quarterback drops. He rolls to the right. He's looking downfield. Might have been past the line of scrimmage. Doesn't matter. It's incomplete.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 right here. Interesting to watch how things change from week to week with defenses. And we saw the Ducks play back-to-back weeks. And in one of those weeks, they didn't do a really good job of covering the slot. And in this particular week, the first down they line up, they're man press on the slot. So they're trying to take away that easy, short, quick screen that the Tigers were hitting them with very effectively a couple of weeks ago.
That's the mark of a good team, a team that makes adjustments.
Because we're not throwing up the scoreboard this week, we will state and add the score as it goes about. Right now it is in the first quarter, it's 0-0, and I'll throw that up on the score. People are already asking what the score is from a live time. So make sure you kind of remind them of a first quarter and where we're at type thing, if y'all wouldn't mind doing that. Thank you.
Roger that.
All right, Roger and Wilco.
So in the first quarter, they lined up in doubles.
Smart Alec. All right, they're a 5-year-old kid. I love it, man. You act like you had a wrong day, man. Come on, wrong day. You got
wrong day?
A wrong day. Is that brought to you by Lime Creek? Is a wrong day or what?
If you're drinking Lime Creek, it's probably not a wrong day.
No.
That doubles look, that zone was going nowhere.
No, that's
he
the
going?
one thing. He was going nowhere.
Okay.
Nowheres. But the thing about it is, what's impressive about the Ducks is their defensive front. Those are men.
Yeah.
And there's not too many people out there moving them around. And by playing this front right here, you got 5 in the box, but, you're able to cover everything up.
He took it right there.
Oh,
he
pretty.
caught it, man.
God,
Nice.
that was pretty. Let's look and see what we get out of that. 7 seconds. All right.
Nice throw to the post right here. Receiver does what all receivers should do and high point the ball.
That's pretty.
If the DBs don't stand there and watch.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you got 3 DBs in that one.
They stood there and watched. They let him catch it.
I hear you.
Attack the ball, fellas. Attack it. But that's going to bring up first down and 10, and they're in Duck territory. Interesting to see how this has started. We had a little drag route off the scramble. Then we had the inside zone that was just destroyed. Now we got a little power out look of their own, Coach.
Got a big back in the backfield.
Not enough people on the line of scrimmage right now.
My bad with the new text.
I was just waiting to see what it was.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Oh, that was not.
That didn't go near as badly as it could have.
Oh, it could have been a whole lot worse. There could have been a guy in a yellow jersey running down the field with the ball.
Because he threw it on the ground.
No, he did. I think he wanted to run some form of a quick pitch, and I don't think everybody had the right play. So that's going to
look like he tried to pitch it out there.
Yeah, that's going to bring up second down and about 17 right here, Coach. And from our experience, second down and 17 is not where you want to be.
No.
What? Why wouldn't you want to be there in second down? I mean, what do you run on second down and 17 at this point?
Screen.
Okay.
We're going to throw a screen. We're going to throw a shallow cross.
Well, the one thing the enforcers are still trying to find is their identity on offense. I will say that based on what we've seen from them the past 2 weeks.
Well,
they had a good plan last week, I thought.
Think they're going to send the house?
And they're going to false start is what they're going to do.
All right, you cheated.
Now it's going to be second and 22. Just keeps getting better from that point.
I'm definitely going to send the house.
I'm going to go double A gaps right here, Coach.
No. I am probably going to send 6 and let one guy spy the screen.
In the front that the Ducks are in right here, they could send 7 with what that offensive formation was. But if they spread it out, it's going to make it a little bit harder for them to send 6 without going straight zero coverage. But right now, you can send 7. If you want to, you can send 8. You're kind of.
I just don't why you line up in this second and 17. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Got a plan.
And he false started again.
So second and 17 went to second and 22, which is now second and 27 if they call false start right here.
I mean, I get it. I play tackle. And I understand. I'd be surprised if they don't get him for encroachment right here if they don't get the defense.
Simulating the snap.
Well, because.
There you go.
There you go.
So now we're back at second and 17
but
right
as
here.
an offensive tackle, you got to kind of hold your water. You can't be so jumpy.
Well,
Well, that whole defensive line from the Ducks.
Yeah, those
could
guys
make somebody quack a couple times.
Well,
you went there.
It's Line Creek, man. I'm gonna have to go there at this point.
That's the thing is, when you line up and tackle, you can almost bet the guy across from you is a better athlete than you are. That's almost a guarantee.
That's just the history of football.
Yeah, but you still got to be able to sit in there
trust your technique is what you would tell them, right, Coach?
Oh yeah, it's not about athleticism; it's about technique.
And it has to be. I mean, that's the reason why you got 260-pound rushers dominating 330-pound tackles.
But see, he's freaking out. That time he was second late off the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, because he wanted to make sure that he did
Right.
not.
Right.
Nice little out route right there.
And good job on watching that tackle on that place there, Coach. You were staying your eyes focused on that for being late in the evening like that. That's a good job, man. Not
Well,
bad.
thanks, man.
At least we're not out in the cold right now.
Amen.
And it was getting a little chilly. We're got to go to a football combine at 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be early rising for us, but that's not too bad. At least we're sitting in the air conditioning with the lights. We got some food, so that's not too bad.
No doubt, man.
Yeah, not too bad at all. Appreciate all our workers out there driving and getting to these locations. We're going to start the Atlanta Tigers game here shortly. They took on the Georgia Guardians, and we'll be doing a little
Cast.
cast. We'll say simulcast to get things going. Is this third down right now?
3rd and 17.
Oof.
Got that trips bunch out to the left side.
And
There's the snap, and that's on the quarterback.
Yeah, you got to make that play.
That went through his hands.
And you got to get rid of it.
Yeah, you got.
But you can't. I mean, the bad drawback is now you got to get to the line of scrimmage. That's the drawback. So if
How
not,
do
you're
you
going to
eat
get
that football?
I mean,
that's rough.
you gotta figure out once it gets to that point right there, don't make bad worse.
Yeah, that was Jay Armstrong, number 55. Who else was in on that? Was that 98?
Everybody else, Coach. There was 3 or 4 there right there. Armstrong got there first, but snap was not bad.
No, the snap went through his hands.
Mm-hmm. And after the nice play on the deep post on 3rd down, you went backwards and started at about the same spot, or probably – no, you didn't start at the same spot. You were going to punt from about 12 yards back from where you started. So your first drive had a 30-yard completion. You end up with negative 12 yards.
Yeah, that sucks.
And now a timeout.
Tell me how you really feel about that, Coach.
Well, I'm the first one to get on the center for a bad snap.
Right. I understand. But you just went like, that sucks. That's rough
But
to hear.
as a quarterback,
I know.
you got to know better than to eat the football right there.
And,
I understand.
And Coach has heard me tell our guys, you are playing quarterback for a reason, which means you're probably an athlete, which means that if it's low, high, wide, your job is very simple. Catch the snap and make something happen.
Okay.
You cannot function in a shotgun spread offense if you can't handle a snap, and that doesn't mean it's going to be perfect every play. And we're in the gun, 85, 90% of the time?
I would say yes.
So we have our share of it, and I'm sure the quarterbacks get tired of me telling them that, it's just as much their job as it is the centers. But, of course, Coach Collins says we're all centers.
That's right. We're all centers.
All right, so we're going to get a punt right here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only see 9 people.
I think we got 10. I think there's one out wide. I think we got there it is.
Hey.
You talking to yourself there, Coach? I hear you whispering into my ears, man. I feel like you got to take me on a date tomorrow if you're going to keep whispering in my ears like that,
There's
man.
a guy that wants to play.
Well, he's trying to hold out the surprise for you there.
I hear you, buddy.
Spread punt right here.
This guy can get his helmet on.
Gotta get his- oh, wow.
Good snap. Oh, what are we going to call
Oh, good Lord.
I hope it's delay.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. You hope it's delay or it's
Because
delay?
that was going to be a
No,
dead
'cause
punter.
if it wasn't delay, it was
Right.
going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Because there was absolutely zero blocking being done on the right side of this.
So now they're punting the ball from 17 yards behind where they started.
And that's amazing. I mean, if you were doing the drive chart on this, I don't even know how you do it. How do you go from one side of the field, where you're sitting there thinking, I have a chance to score? Rugby.
He gets it off, but it's a shankopotamus.
Shankopotamus.
It's a nice roll, though. I like the guy's fanning it.
Yeah,
That's
sir.
great.
Get that thing to roll. Got close, but didn't get close back to the original line of scrimmage. We're not even going to talk about punting a first down here. So now the Ducks take over, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. and I'd be real interested.
The Atlanta Tigers and the Guardians. We'll get a little sight and sounds of the game coming in a little bit for us here. I'll keep an eye on here, and we'll flip back here, back and forth, see how things kind of work out
Nice
here.
Nice kick. Yeah, that's not something you see a whole lot of.
No.
Fielded at about the 15-yard line. Gonna try to take it up
Nice
to the left
coverage,
sideline.
really nice coverage.
All
But
right.
the same thing happened last week where the Tigers had great kickoff coverage.
Yes, they did. And here we go, power look. See if they go away from the tight end right here, Coach, which is what it looks like they're going to do.
And
I'm telling you right now, they're getting stuffed.
quick penetration right there. Just nobody blocking up front. It's just that simple.
And, I mean, you know, the easiest way to tackle a big guy is to do it
Why he's running lateral.
and with a lot of people. You know, if he gets a one-on-one, you know, with you, you got a very slim chance of bringing him down in that in that part of the field. But, you know, you're right. They got him going lateral. They had multiple guys there to make the tackle, played it exactly the way you wanted to, and then, you know, it results in a 4-yard loss in 2nd and 14.
To me, that's just sorry for the offensive line. I mean, I'm just.
Once again, Coach, how you really feel about it?
I mean, you got to come off the ball and put a hat on a hat. It's that simple.
Well, right now I'm sure they'd be telling you they've gotten 8 in the box. And here comes a little boot action. Flipping it to the corner route. And that would be picked off.
by number 21 for the Enforcers.
Sorry for the picture in the picture. We're getting a little Atlanta Tigers action here. To be able to do that, I will go to a dual screen here for a little bit, so we can kind of see both actions in play here. Since they just got ready for the kickoff and we decided to hit that button here. So with that in mind, both teams are getting started. I'll let you do that. Coach Collins, you got the Tigers, and Coach Chapman, you got the Ducks and the Enforcers. Okay.
The Guardians take snap, drop, and they're swarmed.
And gets
He's able to escape. He gets hung up right there. I think they got his sleeve.
We're sitting here looking at, you know, the Enforcers. The Enforcers have held the first 2 times.
They really have. And to know the outcome of the game, whoa, somebody breathe real quick on the cameraman. Sorry for that. But, you know, and unfortunately a lot of us know the outcome of the games, so we're already kind of going, okay, we know what occurred with the Enforcers and the Ducks, so it's very they definitely held their own for a team to have driven this far.
Yeah.
Going down I-20 is very interesting. So we got the Ducks and the Enforcers in the top right, another offsides penalty.
Yeah.
To give you a little bit of insight about the Guardians and the Tigers down in the bottom left, the Tigers are in orange, Guardians are in gray. The Guardians did not bring a lot of folks. They might have had 11, maybe 12 folks that came out. So it's a small group right now starting, and we're early on into that particular kickoff. And I am going to start up with this dual broadcast for a little bit and let us kind of watch both games, to say the least. Are y'all both okay with that?
Hey, we're good.
Okay. Can I bring a third game in?
Yeah.
Nah, hold off on that real quick.
Enforcers in the spread up here after the penalty. It looks like they called it on the Enforcers. Backed them up.
It's funny, same thing happened with the Guardian.
Yeah.
False
And,
start.
well, that wasn't a false start. That was just a mash.
And
down
there's
bottom.
nobody there. There wasn't a whole lot of design to that. Brought the wing up, and then he just kind of sat, and then he hopped and moved forward, which you can't do. And
Well, I will say this, based on my rules, guys, anytime anybody gets inside the red zone, we'll go straight to that particular game. For those
Sounds
people.
like
And everybody's sitting not in the red zone right now.
sounds like a plan.
All right.
The Enforcers just took the snap, and everybody on the offensive line yelled, "Look out!" And
You can't have lookout box.
well, I think they had 5 of them right there.
All right.
man, it's so hard to get people to block in these games. If you've got a team that's got a good defensive line and an offensive line that can block, you are going to mow through
Yes.
95% of the teams.
Especially in the IAFL, hands down. Oh, goodness gracious.
Snap. They're going to try to flip it.
Oh,
They got it to the guard. I don't think that's legal.
Yeah, it's not. Their flag already went down.
And they blew the play dead. I don't know why they did that unless they caught him in the grasp.
He is.
That's a penalty that's only reserved for Tom Brady.
Quarterback takes a ton of pressure right there, rolls out to his right-hand side, and is able to evade some of that, a great deal of that due to the defensive lineman chasing him being grabbed around the waist.
Yes.
That does make it easier to get away.
You saying that's illegal?
You did a good golf statement. Are you getting ready for the Masters right there? You broke it down very nicely right there.
Well,
We've talked nothing but basketball. As long as you said that he didn't go for a layup, I feel good.
Absolutely.
Because we've had nothing but basketball to begin with on this part.
That or missing a dunk.
I'm telling you.
Looks like the Enforcers are heading backwards. We talked about their first drive where they had a nice completion on third down and pick up a first down, and then ended up punting 17 yards behind where they started the drive from.
Got the Guardians and the Tigers. Tigers defense are all over the Guardians. He's going to be able to break loose. Got that ball way out there.
That is their best play, him just running around.
Oh, it is.
We got the Michael Vick experience happening down here in the Tigers game.
That's really what it is. I mean, because they lined up in doubles right there in a gun backfield, and he just took off.
Right.
He drops back, lures everybody in. If the Tigers will maintain rush integrity,
but that's hard because you get drawn in, and then you're out of your lanes right then and there.
Bad snap.
Oh my goodness gracious! Up top, the Enforcers and the Ducks.
Enforcers, he's going to get it away in the direction of a receiver.
So they can't call a.
Well, probably if he would have, kept it down a little bit, he would have got the completion. I don't know what they would have gained out of it.
Right.
But snap's killing him right now. That one right there was legitimately high, and he did a good job of getting back and making something out of nothing, because that could have been disastrous. Ball could have been in the end zone. It could have been an easy 6.
Doubles look again. The Guardians, and there he goes. He's rolling outside, and he gets the edge and gets about 2 yards.
All right, so gentlemen, you're dealing with a team that only has roughly 11 to 12 players. How long are you going to last? A quarter, 2 quarters? What we talking about?
At this point in time, it doesn't look like they're going to last very long. They can't block anybody, and that poor quarterback's going to run. He's going to be the most tired human being on the planet.
Right, and the Tiger defense got their ears pinned back.
Oh yeah, they're saying, well, you're going to do this for 10, 15 plays, and then eventually you're going to get tired of it.
Right.
Punt down here for the Enforcers, almost blocked.
I think this will be setting up the first touchdown for the Ducks. I mean, they're getting the ball on the 19.
Yeah, it was a 4-yard punt.
Oh, goodness.
Special teams, man.
They are
nobody works on special teams.
Not very special. It's a third of the game.
I will say I was really impressed with the Tigers special teams last week.
Yeah, I thought they played really, really well.
Because coverage was so good.
And that's one of the things you can never really rely on. And we talked a little bit about last week about when you score a touchdown, especially if you score late in the half, that maybe gives you a 2-score lead. You're worried about that kickoff return because the game can change so fast.
Doubles, they handed it off that time. That wasn't going anywhere.
No, Tigers have come to play defensively. I mean, it's just amazing to watch that on that part. What we'll do now is flip straight over to the Ducks.
Ducks are in the red zone, and they're in doubles with the gun look. Inside draw.
What you laughing about?
The left defensive end, they snapped the ball. Everybody's going, and he's still in his stance.
Let's look. See if we can see if it get did I click replay quick enough? Nah.
That's funny,
We're going to get a holding right here. I hope they weren't holding the left defensive end since he didn't get off
hold the guy didn't even get out of his stance.
So it's going to bring up 1st and 20 from the 29 right here. And, as hard as this is, we've all been in this thing where you go up and you think you're just going to, boat race somebody, and you come out of the blocks and you're not really focused. I don't think the Ducks have that problem on defense, but, right now on offense, they got a lot of moving parts not all going in the right direction.
Well, and it's hard to get guys up when they think that they're going to play somebody that's not up to par.
Especially after you played the first 2 weeks of the season, you played the Tigers and you played the Horsemen. And those are 2 big games. So now you're going to come back with a little slot with a strong eye look. There's the bootleg. Dumps it.
And there it goes.
Nice call right there.
It's that easy.
It is. Very nice throw right there. Just brought the power back underneath on a cheat route. Dumped it to him. Picked up 19 right there.
Gave it to him in stride, in
Oh,
space,
yeah.
and let him do something. Let your athletes be athletes.
We're still in the first quarter here at 0-0. The Ducks are knocking on the good old-fashioned door right now.
2nd down and 1.
We're multitasking, watching OKC and Golden State and Duke and Florida State, so we're doing our good job of paying attention to the game at hand right
Here
now.
comes jet motion.
Blanchard takes a snap, drops, looks out to his right,
Quarterback
decides
draw.
to take off.
He's on.
Pulls it down. He's going to get in.
Yep, touchdown.
He didn't get in.
Oh,
Down at the
he's
1.
just short.
And he got to feel the football when he landed. Watch how the ball landed.
Okay, now let me ask you, Coach Chapman, if somebody other than Blanchard scores his touchdown, what would you call that?
I would call that person very lucky and fortunate to score a touchdown.
Oh, man.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And we're going to walk the field to have 1st and goal at the 1.
All right, well, y'all give me a second. I've had nice little technical issues here.
Okay.
So, dealing with what's going on, so I'm trying to
Hey,
get
we got 4 screens now.
Hey, just everybody breathe. I get us back to where we need to be, you know. All right, so with the stop you two.
Straight
All right, here
Darth
we
Vader
go.
him.
I know, it's all right. So while they're going here, let's go ahead and here. Watch a little bit of the Tigers.
Oh, wow.
Snap right there.
Oh,
He's
he almost got tackled.
He turned in a circle when he kicked it. That's great.
I think he almost got tackled.
And they did, and they're going to call roughing the punter. And they're going to get the ball back. Just to give you a little promo of that.
Saddest person on the field right now is the quarterback because he has to go back and take another snap.
Oh, yeah. He's like, all right, let's go defense.
What? They called a penalty? No, that's
Yeah.
not real.
Yeah.
That's not even a rule anymore.
Rules? Who needs rules?
Rulers?
No.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't think so. So they're going to be going for 2 points over here with the Tigers. I mean, with the Ducks, correct?
No, they didn't score yet.
They didn't score yet. I thought they got in.
Called him at the 1.
He's
Oh,
down
my
at
gosh.
the 1.
The details that y'all are trying to help me out with. Y'all going to lose me.
Personal foul, 1st down right here.
Here it is. Everybody's clapping. The quarterback's like, really, man? Again?
Great.
Appreciate that, guys. Couldn't even punt a 1st down. Now I got to go back out here and take another snap.
You ever wonder how lonely the one guy on the sideline is? He's just like, hey, guys.
Hey. That's pretty good. So they should be able to punch it in here is what you're telling me?
I would think so. I would think that this.
Well, Larry's in the backfield, so.
If this is not straight dive, then something's wrong. And it's straight dive, and it's straight touchdown.
All right.
And even though the defensive line submarined right there and had a good push in the middle, you know.
So they put finally 6 on the board here for the Ducks here in the second quarter.
It's one of those things like when this happens, you know, sometimes you've already got their offense on the ropes. They're not logistically in positive yardage. So when this happens, it's kind of like the dam breaks, you know. Points start showing up all over the place.
Okay, they called a timeout because I was
Certainly
like, it
did.
looked like they were lining up in some sort of diamond formation.
You're not allowed to do that?
Well, there weren't going to be enough people on line of scrimmage.
Okay. Did you enjoy the diamond cutter back in the day?
Bang?
Diamond cutter.
Yeah, DDP.
Yes, very much so. Sorry, my brain's a little fried right now.
Going for 2 down here.
All right.
Let's see if they overthink this again. Remember, we talked about this last week a little bit, Bo.
Well, they're already overthinking it there. In the
Yeah, I
gun.
know they're in the gun.
And I just don't understand why you do that. And then granted,
Here we go.
There
Hey.
you go.
Hey,
Shit.
2
Now
yards,
we're
not making it.
talking.
It's not a 10-yard run. Turns into a 2-yard run.
Blanchard goes under center. Here comes motion.
Oh, but you're going to pass it.
Uh,
Oh, did
he
he
drop
drop it? Oh.
Why?
That's because, just like I told Bo last week, offensive coordinators, somebody tells them you gotta rep a 2-point conversion play, and so you get.
But it did hit him in his hand. I
Oh,
mean,
it did.
I mean, it was. They did what. Look at
Nah,
19, man.
dude, he
19
was so
ain't doing-
wide open.
Yeah, he's not doing well with that. All right, down back to you, getting ready for the kickoff.
Sprint.
There
To the
goes
corner.
quarterback sweep.
Yeah, to the outside.
That's close to another 1st down right there, Coach.
We'll clear that out. Get the Tigers back up here. It's still 0-0 score with the Tigers and the Guardians.
If they'll rush in their lanes, it will completely shut the offense down. The Guardians' offense is the quarterback running.
Oh, that's all it seems to be at this point. You're exactly right.
And if you rush in your lane instead of just chasing at the guy, if you go, the interior guy should go to his front hip. The exterior guy should go to his upfield shoulder. If you do that, then things will go well.
And you squeeze him from the outside.
Back drops, rolls to the left, and of course the end got pinned
he
inside.
flipped.
And the fact that there hasn't been a block in the back or a hold or anything like this is a miracle, an honest to God miracle, like the virgin birth.
No, okay. You
like
did.
the virgin birth.
You did. You went there. That's good.
Because I have never seen a player reverse field this often and not have 400 flags on the ground.
We almost had a touchdown on the kickoff return.
I know. I was trying to get to it quick enough here.
That was close, Coach. That was almost split the middle of the field and just run to the end zone.
I still can't get past all this reversing field stuff. It's like a referee's got a bucket of flags running down chasing my kids.
That's only when we play, Coach. You know that. Yeah, when somebody does that to us, do we ever get a call?
3 years ago, we had 100 touchdowns called back, it seemed like.
That's about an accurate statement. And we had 100 touchdowns called back on 4,768 flags. I counted.
Just tell me how you really feel, guys.
We did.
There's snap, quarterback drops.
No, that was classic.
He's actually looking to throw it. He throws it out to the
Wide
right side.
open.
It's complete. Nicely done. It was a nice pass.
Enforcers with the ball. Breaking the huddle right here. Looks like they're going to go to a trips look with a pistol backfield. That bunch trips to the left right here. Ducks have 6 in the box right here. Somebody's coming off the edge clean. Quick screen. Played pretty well. Wow. Do not want to run back in where the big people are at.
Where the big people are at.
Doubles down here for the Guardians. Quarterback run.
You've said that before, Coach.
Who would have thought it?
I like what the enforcers just did. Nice job of getting us something out quick.
I mean, they're in the red zone, and I'm curious to see how the enforcers are going to come out after the Ducks put on 6.
Yeah.
It's 6-0 in the second quarter with the Ducks. We're still in the first quarter down here with the Tigers, so we kind of got things going all over the place. We'll lose viewers left and right because it's just too chaotic, and I understand that. I'll get control of trying to give a kind of a recap as things go on. I'll see how we can get that information out to y'all quicker.
Doubles for the Guardians.
And doubles for the enforcers.
Give on the zone, but they false started first.
The Ducks have decided they're done playing. They're bringing everybody. And a little roll to the left, and it's picked. And there's nobody there. This should be a touchdown.
Is he taking the back 6?
It's going to be down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, wow. Great play.
Quarterback made a play.
He sure did. And, I mean, that was just drop back, kind of semi-roll to the right. They sent more people than they could block. And, he's trying to get rid of it. Unfortunately, the person he got rid of it to wasn't wearing the same color uniform.
Oh, my word. The Guardians just scored. Quarterback rolled right, then came back left, then came back right, and then set up. And there were 4 defensive backs standing in the end zone, and they all watched number 11 catch the ball.
And that was a straight Joe Montana play. Roll around, or a Johnny Manziel play if you want to be a little bit more recent. So he's going to be 1st and goal down here for the Ducks. Be interesting to see who gets the ball right here.
I'd be mad at the defensive backs, but, you can only cover somebody so long.
Yeah. Got to get the strong look. They should run this to the left. They've got numbers to the left. If they run it to the left, they'll walk in. Now they're motioning, bringing an extra person. Yo-yo motion back, run to the left, walk into the end zone.
There's nobody there.
They've set the strong side to the right, and they've basically got 2-on-2 on the backside plus a ball carrier. So, that's exactly what they should do on the 2-point conversion play as well.
Backfield. Give on a dive from the Guardians, and it's swallowed up quickly.
That's the first time I've ever seen a defensive tackle jump over a guard and almost take the handoff. So here we go. Ducks lining up for the 2-point conversion right here. Thought they might try to kick it. We had this discussion last week as well about getting things ready for games down the road. I would say they should run it left again, but it looks like we're going to get Don't know if it's a penalty or a timeout. We're going to get the wonderful, beautiful sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
Also another staple of a community Christian game.
What a waste.
All right, just so everybody knows, the 12-0 Augusta is up 12-0, looking for the 2-point. 0-6 Guardians are leading the Tigers 6-0 here in the first.
You could have never made me believe that the Guardians would be ahead of the Tigers.
No, but I mean the scrambling is an issue that you've got to get under control. I mean, and to me, realistically, here we go with the 2-point. Is he going to get it in?
He is.
Yes. Go ahead and give him 14.
Well, with a running quarterback again, rush lane integrity is the key there.
And you would almost, it'd be one thing if you were, if you weren't giving up all the scrambles. But if you are giving up all the scrambles, then you might want to bring the pressure from the edge so you can bottle him up, so those guys that may not can get to the edge don't have as far to go.
All right, so it's 14-0 with the Ducks. What we're going to do here is after the Tigers get their first offensive series in, well, we haven't really had, because this was the Guardians' first drive.
Yeah.
It just kept going and going to Energizer Bunny.
Well, they kept it going with the personal
They
foul.
did. I mean, it could have easily kind of went in a different direction. So we're going to go over there when we can, and we're going to probably go full speed with the Tigers for a little bit on see what they're going to do offensively down 6-0. And we'll keep an eye here on the 14-0. And it looks like the tide has definitely turned with the Enforcers.
It
and the
has.
Ducks. They've done their best they could. They were holding on as time went on. And the same thing looks like with Florida State and Duke. Florida State looked like they did the best they could in 50-61 as time goes on. So
The Dukies.
all right, well, let's see what the Tigers have to offer. We're going to go ahead and give them full screen. And let's watch a little bit of the Tiger action.
Double look for the Tigers.
Jet with the zone coming off of it, Coach?
That would be my guess.
And it's not.
Oh, there's a snap. Quarterback drops, rolls out to his left. Is under pressure, comes back right.
You're going to get your hold that you wanted, Coach.
Lets it fly. He's got a man wide open, and there he goes.
So what are we going to call it, defensive holding, or is
No,
that just a
I think they're going to call holding on the left tackle right there.
But he definitely let it rip right there, to
Yes,
say the
he
least.
did.
He did. He popped that thing out. Paid attention. I'll pay attention a little bit up here with the Ducks. Keep that in my mind of what's going on here.
Left tackle was blocking the guy standing behind him. That's kind of hard to do, legally.
Yeah, that's tough.
I've seen it happen a lot in NFL games because they just refuse to call holding. But that's normally when the Falcons are playing and they're on defense. And Grady Jarrett's the only person I've ever seen get blocked at the 97 on the back of his jersey. Doubles for the Tigers right here on 1st and 20.
Right, pistol backfield. Quarterback takes snap, drops, looks out to his right, lets it fly. He's got a man in the flats.
I like that. That was a little option route for the back right there, Coach.
He swallowed up quick.
Going to bring up 2nd down and about 16 right here, maybe 17. Probably called that penalty behind the line of scrimmage, so it made it 1st and 22.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about holding being a spot foul.
Yep.
There's a snap. Defense got off quick.
A lot of pressure.
For those people are wondering, yes, the Ducks have the ball back. And they're across midfield. Good quality, though. I'm excited about how good and clean the field looks.
Going
Blanchard
deep.
drops, lets it fly out to the right side.
Oh,
Through
same
the
play they scored.
fingertips.
Same play they scored on last week. They had a big 44-yard touchdown pass on the same play last week. It's 3rd down and forever down here. It's empty for the Tigers.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Rolls out to his left. Going to try
Call
to
face
run.
mask.
And there's your
There
face
it
mask.
is. There's your first down.
Yep.
Somebody's helmet's laying on the ground over there.
Injured player.
That's not good.
No, that leg looks nasty. Go back to the Ducks game right there. That's stressing me out. I keep an eye on the other part. But when anybody wailing like that makes me nervous, man.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
No, it's not. No, it's not there, Coach Cheese.
You just said coachies.
I did. That's courtesy of my dad back in the day. So.
Snap. Blanchard drops.
Going down the middle.
It looks like he and the receiver are not on the same page.
They had a lot of success with that play last week, Coach, where they would make that little token fake and kind of a half roll boot waggle look and throw the drag. It looks like the Enforcers did a good job of scouting that out this week because they've been on that guy. He was never covered last week. We got roughing the passer, I believe, is the call right here.
Okay.
So that's going to give the Ducks a first down, and they got a 14-0 lead. So it should be interesting to see exactly how they attack this right here.
Now, once again, a lot of this is delayed action here across the board, so kind of hang with us. We're going as we go.
So you're going
tape delayed. So for those people that are joining in with us, we understand that it is tape delayed, but we want to go back and give some action here with the IAFL. Augusta Ducks versus the Enforcers. We're also tuning in with the Atlanta Tigers versus the Georgia Guardians. Right now we're on an injured timeout with the Georgia Guardians. We'll come back to that game when it's in full action.
Inside give. Nice cut right there.
Who's that on the carry?
I'm trying to see. They played 3 tailbacks last week. I think that's number 5.
That's Malcolm Watkins on the carry.
Watkins played last week. Harris played last week. Night Train played last week, and they all got carries. So, we've seen them kind of evolve as the season has, gotten a little bit older. They've gotten a little bit deeper into it. They're starting to incorporate more people into the offense.
It's a good idea.
No, it makes sense.
Blanchard under center. There's a snap. Just give off the left side.
And if he would have got one block.
The offensive tackle and guard, neither one.
Oh, he took that ball from him. Nice.
Yeah, you need to help him up because you sure didn't help him any other way. That's just –
see the quarterback giving him instructions on where to run. He's telling him, just get up the field, man. Just get up the field.
That's one of those things. That's got to be hard for running backs. I know that we teach our guys, press the hole, press the hole, press the hole, and then bounce. But when there's no semblance of a hole, that's the hole for that cat was the defensive lineman.
BYOB, be your own blocker.
Yeah.
So now the Tigers are back. It's still going to be third down right here, but it's going to be third down and much more manageable than it was previously. And there's still going to be an empty. Now, previously in this, it was quick screen or quarterback draw. Coach, what you thinking?
Yeah, I'd go quick screen over here to the bunch.
Through the hitches,
and it's going to be a first down.
That was a really nice job by the receiver, coming back to the football, securing the ball.
And then fighting upfield.
Oh, yeah. See how he goes and gets the ball. If he doesn't, that pass is broken up right there. And he gains another 5 yards and gets the first down right there on third down. So we've seen 2 drives in this game, and both of them have been aided by penalties.
Quarterback drop, lets it fly down the left side.
Lands uneventfully in a pink end zone, Coach.
It's red. We're at Anderson Park.
Well, I am blind.
I know, and you came with that one. So they came out. This is third down and forever. Enforcers just had a sack put on them, so they're still dealing with that, trying to come out of the sack. I'm going to try to get all my technical issues taken care of right now.
So the Enforcers are still fighting in this thing, even though they're down 14. Looks like you're going to get a little slip route coming out from this power back right here. Probably going to get a post. See if they send an over motion right here, Coach. If they do, it's kind of a tail.
Here it comes.
Looks like we got timeout.
I was about to say, that everybody's moving.
Everybody's moving. We'll go down and look at a little bit of Tiger action. I do like, I will have to say, I like live action instead of, so we were trying to decide as a group, are we able to kind of come back and give a little bit of feed to folks? Are they going to sit down and watch the game? Where they're at with it. We had prior engagements tonight, so we decided, hey, let's go ahead and play a little bit of this game. It's kind of a mixed feel of this part.
Yeah.
Because it's not necessarily live and in color to be able to do that. They look like they flipped it down into the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, we got to start the second quarter right
here. Start the second quarter on this end.
So it's going to be second down right here. I'm trying to see what the yard marker says. They just threw deep to the end zone, so pretty sure this formation is not legal.
Well, it calls the other team to take a timeout.
Well, that's the best way if you line up in the illegal formation.
Right.
And then get them to take the timeout.
And they're going to call a timeout, and we'll go back down to the Ducks game, see what's going on in that world.
Doubles looks like.
We've been in that a lot tonight, Coach.
Yeah, Blanchard and a gun.
10:30 Eastern Standard Time for those people in Hawaii. So I do like the bright yellow and the white. They counterbalance real nice here.
Blanchard drops, has time, throws it out to his left side short.
Nice play right there.
Good pickoff, man. Hands down, great pickoff.
Wow.
Number 25 for the Enforcers.
And, you know, they got some guys that can play DB now.
Oh, yeah. Defensive-wise, we saw that when they
Yeah.
played the Guardians early in the season. I mean, the irony is the only win they've had is against the Guardians. We're watching the Guardians down here versus the Tigers. So, I mean, everybody's playing each other within this region. So we've had plenty of time to kind of venture into both worlds.
There's your nice play.
Ah, he came up quick.
Wow.
Listen to you.
That was an impressive play. I mean, he scrapes right off the edge right there, and he is the guy that's designed to make that play.
That's how you fill a hole, buddy.
Yes,
I
you
mean,
do.
that's textbook right
That's
there.
closing windows, my friend.
Do a clinic
Keep-
speak on
you
that one,
keep
Coach.
scraping until you find an open window, then you
There it
go.
is.
When you're able to get off that shoulder and come to that outside
Mhm.
like that, it is nice pickings.
Yeah, I mean, he was just scot-free.
Sometimes you can be too wide, too open and going down the line that they just like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
As David Hughes would say, he matched the angle perfectly. Now they got the go route, and it's a touchdown if it's thrown well.
And it is
Oh, nice play at the end right there.
Great play. Look at this.
Pass intended for Cameron Ray.
Yeah, that was he's beat right now.
Yeah, well, there's other one coming right in there, but even then, if he gets it in the pickle barrel, he's good to go. But
But
look
he
at,
gets up and I can't tell if he got his hand on it or if the safety got his hand
Well,
in there late.
When the receiver had to slow down, that was
Yeah, and he didn't high point it. He waited on the football. And there's our man. I mean, that guy right there is a beast on the defensive front.
number 95 for the Ducks.
Yeah, he makes plays every week.
Darren Redfield.
He makes me hurt, man. I feel like I need to get an ice bath, even if I was introduced to him.
Just look at those guys standing there playing on the defensive
Did you like
front.
that one? That was good. It made you laugh. I appreciate
Got
that.
me. I'm telling you right now.
I'm working on analogies like Coach Collins, man. He can come up with some good analogies on things, man. And if people hadn't had a chance to see what we look like, I mean, this is an opportunity, for everybody to say, hey, who are these guys? Well, let's take a look.
If anybody's got a Halloween mask idea, those three faces will make you a lot of money, scare a lot of kids right there.
It's the Score Sports crew, man.
There it is.
We've been going strong since about 8 o'clock this morning, man. Let's rock and roll.
Looks like blitz going. No, they back out of it. Rush 4. Good pressure.
Where's he going to it?
Well,
Nowhere.
Exactly.
that was
Goodness.
called panic for no reason right there.
Yeah, he actually had a little bit of time.
Yeah, I made the mistake of saying good pressure. I should have said good protection.
But that's the thing is if you're used to being under pressure, the first sign of somebody, you start flipping out.
Right.
Guardians are back. There's quick pressure. And
Should have been a pick.
there's the
By
reason.
two different people.
There's the reason why you play DB and not wide receiver.
All right.
That's why they play defense.
That's right. Can't bat the ball down on offense, boys.
All right, back to the Enforcers and the Ducks.
Gun backfield.
I'm telling you right now, it's not my idea of a good time when I have to line up again. Well, there's the ball in the end zone.
And he just stood there. He stopped and looked at his hands.
Oh, what
And
are we
it's
doing?
going through
What are
the
we
end
doing?
zone.
Yeah.
It's a safety.
Good. That's a heads-up move.
Oh, man, the Ducks should have put on the gas right there.
Well, I think
That was a heads-up move right there to throw the ball out of bounds.
I think 55 wanted to put on the gas, but I think he's dealing with a shoulder right
You
now.
can see that right there when he was leaning in. There.
Wow, what a throw. That's too bad he didn't catch that. That's a heck of a play by the quarterback. I mean, a heck of a play, Coach. Running left, flip your hips, set your feet, and fire a bullet over the middle.
I always want to know what the field has done to these guys when they drop the ball.
Because they beat the crap out of it?
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
Hey, we're still going strong, man.
I know, and I'm going to have to cut y'all loose here in a little bit, man, because we're going to be up bright and early. We got to
That's right. Everybody's leaving at 9 o'clock.
I know. Hey, please, don't even do that to me, man. We got to get to Alpharetta.
punt.
And there's the kick, and that's way over 20 yards in the air.
And it's a first down.
And he's on the move.
Oh, look at that nice
He's
return.
running right up
40.
Man, he's got some space.
He does, and look
He's
like
got
he
some
might.
people out in front
Cut
of him.
it.
Oh.
All the way down to the 20.
You ain't got anybody to be mad at but yourself. Cut that thing to the big part of the field, big guy,
Goodness
and run to
gracious.
the end zone.
That'd have been
Deontay
nice.
Watkins on the return. Nice return.
And it was a great return, and everything perfect. Split the middle of the field, got to the sideline. Give yourself a chance, big guy. Run to the land of milk and honey. Gonna be
Regardless, that's going to be great starting field
I
position.
mean, you're sitting there you're gonna get to start at the 17. You're in the red zone, and the Tigers got a little bit of bounce in their step right now.
They're definitely in the red zone right here, looking to even out the score. I mean, realistically, we've continued to forget, but they're down 6-0 here.
In the second quarter.
Yeah, and my filmer has already told us the outcome of the game, so we're kind of wondering when the switch is going to occur.
Oh, did he throw this out of the end zone? That's a great catch.
Oh, wow.
Good job staying in.
That's a great catch.
He launched that thing like it was going way out of the end zone on
Thought
that
he
part.
threw it up into the road up there.
Maybe the wind caught it.
Nice
know.
catch there by Kwalik Taylor.
He
Just
got-
like that. Tie ball game.
I was wondering if he was going to get his feet down. He never went out of bounds until he rolled out the back of the end zone. That's a touchdown in any league right there. 6-6 right now. What you got on the two-point conversion right here, Coach Collins?
Naked.
All right.
Please don't do that right now. It's just all of us here together. So.
I was referring to a naked bootleg.
Oh,
ladies and
my
gentlemen.
bad. Sorry. I Freudian slipped, they said. Oh, Sigmund and me are buddies.
This looks like Wildcat.
Yes, straight up the middle. Yep.
Ooh, hello.
Hello, number 3.
He looked for somebody to run into.
He did. Listen, look, the replay. Look. He had a wide open gap. He said, I'm
Yeah.
going to hit number 3. Oh, goodness gracious. Give me a headache.
Yeah, that gave me a headache.
Yeah.
Mick Austin on the carry right there for the Tigers.
You think Mick was excited and called that snap too early because that jet motion guy almost made the tackle in the backfield.
Well, 8-6 here it's actually the second quarter, not the
sir.
first. Sorry about that. We'll get that switch around here. And we'll pay a little bit of attention to the Ducks here, see what's going on in their world. Up 16-0 in the second quarter.
Getting the ball back, got the ball back.
Oh yeah. So when you punt from the 20 and you don't necessarily got a punter, that's where it's going to be.
Ooh. So we're going to be in doubles and under center. You think this is straight give or you think it's bootleg, Coach?
I think straight give.
You're in their minds, Coach. They're in their minds.
It's super complicated.
Yep.
I thought you were about to bust out supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah, that's the thing about football is while a lot of it seems very complicated, it's very simple. You run where they're not, and you scratch where it itches.
There you go. Scratch where it itches, one of my favorite phrases.
Now, if you ever had a chance, go on to the Facebook page of the IAFL and click that you like them, and you get a chance to get a little recap of all the games that are taking place each week, wide open.
Nice cut.
Goodness
And
gracious.
that was a good job by the offensive line.
Yeah.
All they did right there was just take the guys where they wanted to go,
Mhm.
and they turn them out. And when you've got a good back like Night Train, he's going to find the hole and he's going to get upfield.
Well, the Ducks have an embarrassment of riches in the backfield. They've got a guy that can run you over. They've got Harris who can run you over and run by you. And then I can't think of number 5's name right now, but he's shifty, fast. They've got a true
That's Malcolm Watkins.
Watkins, he's really a true third down back. So once you get this little thing right here, like the enforcers now are just bringing people because they know they're getting a heavy diet of the run game. Now you get your bootleg, Coach.
It wouldn't matter, though. I would not run Larry Albert outside of a tackle. That's where he would make his money. From tackle to tackle, nothing outside. But they keep trying to run him outside, and he has to go lateral instead of being able to go straight ahead. Not to mention, if you trap one of these cats that's blowing up field like this, you knock his head off.
And there goes the
All kinds of time.
– oh, man.
Nobody's coming back there because Larry's standing next to him.
Yep.
They don't want none of that action.
Nah.
All right, back into a little interception.
Uh-oh. Nice tackle right there after the interception.
So the Tigers are looking to increase on that 2-point lead here, 8-6 in the second quarter. great job on the interception, was able to bring that in very quickly from it. The Tigers will get their raw footage, and same thing with the Ducks and the Enforcers. But we're just letting enjoy the fans of the IAFL and semi-pro football.
What you got right here, Coach? Turnover?
Not going to the Ducks, man.
Taking a shot at
They're
the
in the
end zone.
red zone,
I'm
man.
going to take a shot at the end zone.
All right, what do you got right here if you're the Ducks?
Oh, I'm getting nervous. We got both people in the end zone.
Larry Albert, that's what I got.
Okay.
Motion.
Oh, nice little.
There it goes.
That was a nice little design right there. Nice little.
See, I would do that every play. I would do that until you proved you could stop it.
They're going to have to put, 13 people in the box to stop that.
Yeah, you're going to have to bring. You got to go ask some of the Tigers if they want to play. The guys that are standing on the sideline, do you guys want to be guardians?
Realistically, you would stop that if the guy went in motion and you didn't follow him and you just brought that guy off the edge. But the next thing that would happen is that the guy that didn't follow the motion guy, you would hand it to the motion guy.
We got Tigers up top. They're almost in the red zone. They're right on the 30-yard line. They got a timeout down here with the Ducks with possibly a 2-minute warning.
Empty backfield. Quarterback rolls left, lets it fly, has a man.
Nice play.
All the way down to the 20-yard line. Hey, look. Thank you, Score Sports Filmer. 2:23.
2:23 right there on the clock.
Get that little clock action going right there.
Been trained well. I wonder who trained them.
No, man, I was just saying, hey, but we have the bad part is Anderson Park with the Tigers, they don't have a clock.
No.
So that we can't go, I can't yell at him too much about that. He's doing the best he can.
Quarterback drops, throws it down across the middle.
Touchdown.
Nice,
Zach
pretty. Let's
Cameron
watch
Ray
that
again.
again.
Then we get a dance right here.
Yes, we do.
Oh, that's just right there. You get slants and outs right there.
That's
Coach.
Maurice Gatlin on the catch.
So are the wheels coming off, guys?
Yes, they are.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're on the same.
They're
page.
loose, if nothing else.
They're loose.
Getting a little wobble in the drive.
Right. I understand that.
Going back to the jet right here if you're the Ducks, or you're going right back to the running back right here, going to Watkins.
If I'm the Ducks,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not giving it to Watkins up the gut.
Look at you, man. Not giving it a boom. What do you see happening?
Well, I'm just.
They went for two up top. They didn't get it, by
But
the
you
way.
saw what happened. He got stuffed for no gain.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to the Blue Blue Devils.
The Blue
I'm
Devils.
tired, man.
There it is. That's I will now call them that forever.
Yeah.
The Bluekies.
The
The
Bluekies.
Bluekies. There it
They
is.
just won the ACC. Anybody know what the outcome of the Tennessee game?
Tennessee beat Kentucky.
They did beat them. Okay.
Now, I think we have your 2-minute warning down here in the Ducks game, Coach.
So the Tennessee are going to play the Auburn Tigers in the SEC championship game. Very interesting.
Wow. Auburn made it to the
Yeah.
ship, huh?
Yeah, they did. They upset. Well, they beat the Gators, and I mean that whole their loss this past week. I mean they won. Gators came back and won them. It was a close game. Should be a very interesting game tomorrow, to say the least. So NCAA tournament's going to get exciting here next week. Whether you like it or not.
One of my favorite times of the year.
I'm telling you. So we got the 2-minute warning down bottom. Don't know how much we'll do with the second half. Both games are pretty much in play a little bit and kind of as we go. We wanted to bring some football to you tonight and see how things go. We were able to bring a little bit of the IAFL action. One of these days we'll get situated and be able to do phone calls and do call-ins and talk a little bit about it. Today I'm getting ready to get set for tomorrow's 8 o'clock departure, so can't stay up too late. I've got to get packed up and ready to go, but glad people are joining in with us. Don't have a lot of folks, so that's kind of an indicator for me, so I'm trying to pay attention to that, of people watching and where we're at.
Very glad we didn't have callers last week.
No, I would agree with you on that. Yes.
All right, so we got doubles down here for the Ducks. Sitting here at about the 5-yard line. Jet motion. I'm going to get the bend back look right here.
So you going to get enough energy to get
I
in?
think he's in there.
There he got in.
No.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
big boy.
Rumbling, bumbling,
Stumbling.
stumbling.
Oh,
He's still up,
He's
man.
down the sideline.
to
He
the
is
ball.
still up. Come on, big fella.
Oh, yes.
that was awesome.
Great plays right
That
there.
was great.
A
Now you're going to make me.
large man.
We got to figure out how to get into that. I don't have time to dig into that. Look at him ride him like a horse.
Yeah, that guy's like, get off of my back
I've
now.
watched Ben-Hur. It's all good. Chariot riders are the best sometimes. Wow.
Man, you got to love fat guys running the ball.
I'm telling you, hit that corner, he was a-going.
Reminded me of Teletubby Taylor
Oh,
at
my
East
God.
Coweta.
Yeah. Mr. Tavares Taylor. Is that who you're
That
stating?
was exactly. He got that deflected ball and ran about 90 yards, and at the end of it, he didn't want anything to do with football for the rest of his life.
He scooped that out of the ground. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Okay.
Hello.
Lord.
Wow.
That was a heck of a run up there.
Okay, now they're gonna make me stay and watch this game. It's only 14-6, correct? That's the Guardians' score.
Yeah.
It's 14-6.
And they're getting the ball right here.
Okay.
Do we have a penalty?
Well, because there is no scoreboard, the only thing my man said what the outcome was, and maybe it turned on the second half. And gentlemen, you're more welcome to depart. I can sit here, all night watch football. That's just me in my world of calling the two different games.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on down here in the Ducks game.
I'll keep everybody in track up top. We got the Tigers and the Guardians. Guardians are down 14-6 in the second quarter. We're below the 2-minute warning here with the Ducks and the Enforcers, and things are coming close to the end of the half.
Okay, he hit deep in the backfield.
Yeah, he was denied on that part. Hands down denied.
Enforcers in what would be construed as like a slot right gun look. Both backs in behind the quarterback, sitting about 7 yards deep, getting a little motion right here, a little shift, and we've shifted to the next game.
Yeah,
sorry about Deontay Fletcher that last play.
Trying to respect the red zone.
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
And that ball picked by number 25, and there he goes.
Oh, the 40.
There he goes.
The 50, the 40, the 30. He could go all the way and dive into the end zone, and let's give him 20. All right.
Karan fight on the interception return right there. Great job by his teammates blocking. Doing all you have to do, just get in front of a guy and kind of slow down.
So that's all it is.
Now we've seen a fumble in the end zone, and we've seen a 90-yard interception return.
All right.
That was pretty interesting right there.
Well, to be able to pull on that really that quick, let's go to the next game. Let's rock and roll with what we got.
Blitz off the edge right here for the Ducks. Turns it into, Lord. Never like to see that when they go low right into the knee right there.
I didn't think he had a lot of pressure right there.
He saw the guy coming for what he was thinking was unblocked off the edge. So in his mind, it was time to cut his losses and go.
Time to depart.
Yes. Time to
I still can't get past how big number 72's number is.
You really haven't worked past that. They are going for the two-point conversion. We'll flip back to the Tigers, get a little two-point conversion action going.
Lots of pressure. And
false start.
There's Fletcher.
We'll see if it sticks.
No, Heisman pose.
Back to the Enforcers. I'll pay attention to see if they had that to increase.
Will route down the sideline. Oh, he had it, too.
Open.
That wasn't a bad throw.
He had help coming from over the top, but the corner was beat.
Yeah, and if he catches that and makes one cut, he's running to the end zone right there.
But you're right, the way it's happening, if he breaks back right, and that safety might not have time to come back up.
He was taking an angle to get over the top of the play, giving himself a lot of room up underneath him right there. So, yeah, we are underneath the 2-minute warning right here.
Yeah, we're about to go to half. We're getting close to half on the other game as well with the Tigers.
The Tigers are now up 20-6.
They're up 20-6. I can't tell if the two-point conversion, if you're offsides, they're going to decline it, but it was a touchdown. So I can't say if it was on the defense. I didn't see Whitecap to say it. So we're still kind of up in the air right now to decide whether that's the case.
If you're the Enforcers right here, you just want to get this thing to halftime. Hello. That was did he fake a knee?
Did he fake a knee?
Because it looked like the safety timed it up just right.
Oh, he did, and that poor guard and tackle ate that. Now we're at half right here. I saw Mr. White
that ball up there.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll go down. They're going to show me the scoreboard here. It's 16-0. The Ducks. The nice thing about technology, when you got a tape delay, you can.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Hey, man, don't be messing with me, man. Hey, it's been a long day, man. We'll get ready here for this one. And we'll move ready to the kickoff of the third quarter here. I'll move that, get that part taken care of.
Tigers line up for the kick. It's a
that's
low blooping kick, but
it worked
nobody
out.
fields it.
It worked out
and
perfectly.
It bounces off his hand.
Oh, it's going in
goes
the end zone.
Oh,
And it's going to be a safety.
jeez.
I have never seen that. I've never seen anything.
We're all sitting there just kind of in awe right now.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
I don't understand why that cat didn't at some point decide to field the ball.
Either that or get away from it like it was a grenade.
Grenade.
Oh, my goodness. And just like that, halftime is over with, and we're starting back.
Yeah, look at that.
I'm
It's
telling you, man.
magic of modern day cinema.
Yes. All else fails. Who needs 20 minutes of halftime when you can jump right into it? What is going
That's what
on?
I'm saying.
All these apps. Let me
Nice kick right there.
Is it going to stay
Bounces
in
at
bounds?
about the 15, but it's going to go out.
That would have been really funny if that thing would have kicked back into the field.
I've seen that happen
Yes.
before where it bounces back and rolls down to like the 1 yard line, and now you're chasing it.
And the poor returner's going, no, why? That coach told me to let it bounce. I hate that guy. Hope he gets fired.
There's a good chance.
Especially your position coach. I've been there,
yeah.
done that.
Okay, look at this. They did not call based on what we're seeing here. They did not. They
Gave him
pulled
the
it.
touchback?
They gave it.
They called it a touchback?
Yeah.
He went out of the end zone. He wasn't in possession of it in the end zone.
I know. Almost makes
And
me
it
wanna,
didn't drop initially in the end
You
zone.
know I'm going to pull that play back. All right, I'm going to let y'all go watch and talk a little bit about the enforcers. I'm going to pull that play back. I want to look at that thing.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'll pay attention to that.
That's an interesting call unless they're saying no one had possession of it.
Well, and if it goes out of the back of the end zone with no possession, after having hit in the field of play,
And hit a player.
then it's a safety.
I would think so. But, you know, referees, they have their own set of rules.
All right, after this play,
Doubles
we'll take a look at the other one.
Quarterback drops.
and dropped.
Goodness gracious, get on the ball. Live
God,
ball.
that had to-
Live ball. Live
that had
ball.
to
Live
hurt.
ball.
That had to hurt.
All
I
right.
know that hurt.
All right, let's look at this kickoff here.
Let's do this because this is an interesting breakdown right here.
All right, so this is the kickoff. We'll
Okay, hold
figure
on.
out- What?
You make the call. Do you remember those?
Alcoa presents.
Yeah, I know. Fantastic finishes.
There it is. Wow, we just showed how old we are.
Yeah, man, those are fun ones, man.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
So how would you describe this kick, Coach Collins?
It's a low kick. It bounces. He touches
Oh.
it there.
He's saying he didn't touch it. And
He
touches
touches it
there.
for sure there, changes its direction. They touch it. And then it goes out of the back of the end zone. That is not a freaking touchback.
Oh, no, I don't agree with that at all.
I don't understand what the
It was,
that should be a safety.
yeah, because if they get on the ball in the end zone, it's a touchdown.
That's right, because it's a live ball.
Right.
After 10 yards, it's a live ball.
You getting all fired up.
It's a live ball. It was touched in the field of play.
Yeah, but it's a live ball. The only way that's not a safety
Is if it had gone out on its own.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
That's terrible.
So we're in the third quarter, the Ducks and the Enforcers. Ducks are up 16-0. We're still at the second quarter of the Tigers and Guardians game. We'll kind of keep that posted here. The Guardians have the ball. There's not much time left here in that first half of the Guardians and Tigers game, where the score is realistically 20-6 at this point. I thought I gave him 2 points because I thought it was a safety. Someone have to take that off.
Yeah, if that has any bearing on the game, I've already been ejected.
Have you pulled everybody off the field yet?
Be nice, you two.
Oh,
Stay focused.
That was still the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Goodness gracious.
Oh,
Ow.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
He pops up.
Okay, good job.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
The way he went down, anytime
know.
you get yanked down from the back like that, I think about knees.
I
and
think about
Ankles.
ankles. Yeah, it's tough.
I don't want to see anything pointing the wrong way. That's all I'm saying.
He's flopping around in the wind.
I like a
Well, I
good.
think that's what happened in the Horsemen's game.
Oh.
And we haven't went to the Metro Atlanta Horsemen and the Georgia Knights played. They only got halfway through the first quarter, and the game was called. Horsemen were up 8-0. So don't necessarily know what the outcome of that game or what actually transpired. We'll get a chance. We'll have it. We're getting close to the 11 o'clock hour. These guys turn into pumpkins here pretty soon.
Well,
so
we are in orange.
I know. That was good. Good job. That was quick. I will not hold that against you, man. You did a good job with that. So we will probably depart here shortly and bid you all adieu. And just glad to bring some.
Can they punt a first down, Coach?
No.
I mean, that's about right now the question we have.
All I can think about right now is Joe Dirt. when he's like, if I told you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me?
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. But I've been watching the Tigers down here on the backside. Oh, goodness gracious.
I called it.
Yeah, boy, Coach, you're all over that one.
I called it. The answer is no.
Now let's see. Last week in the Ducks game, their first drive of the third quarter was dominant.
It was. It set
Okay,
the tone.
can you do instant replay? What was he doing? Was he putting a divot back? Is that what was happening?
No, I'm not going back. We'll be here all day picking apart a play, man.
He was like, the referee was like stomping the ground.
Oh, well. It's always
It was
nice
one of
if
those
they're- if
huge
they're willing
beetle
to help.
bugs came out of it, and he was killing it.
Wow.
So right now, when you're looking at this from Augusta's point of view, you know, it is 16-0, but you would not classify your offensive first half as being a
A juggernaut. No.
crisp first
No.
half.
But you're what are you laughing about?
The juggernaut.
Uh, Everybody's got their verbiage. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm thinking about the movie.
I know.
There he goes. That would be my game plan.
Yes, constantly. And then we'll flip over here.
Nice tough
Ball
run.
on the ground. They're going to say it's
Ball's
a
out.
fumble. Nope.
That was a running play for positive yardage, Coach. He didn't have to make anybody
Well, I
miss.
tell
in
you
the
what you
backfield.
missed was the head coach of the Tigers walking out and having a conversation with the refs trying to figure out what was going on after that.
But that never happens in this league.
No. I love when they walk out like, hey, we can't do that. We can't just walk out to the 50-yard line and have a conversation. I mean, goodness gracious.
I'm telling you, I would have gone crazy when they gave them the ball.
I've seen you kind of get a little when I've had an opportunity to film some of your football games there, Coach. You know, we're in the middle of November and you're wearing shorts. I mean, that's just crazy all by itself. Here we go.
Jet handed off.
Doug's trying to respond.
Hello.
Here.
Yeah, I mean,
Good. Okay, all right. Play-by-play that for me, please. What's
Yeah.
going through his mind right now?
No, please
okay, but
no.
watch this one. He said,
all right, here we go. And they,
I'm going to get on top of you and knock you down.
He the flying reverse
I'm-
bulldog for the
well,
tackle right there.
he can't hit me from this angle, so here we
I
go.
love the fact that he got up, fired up about it.
He
That's
jumped
great,
on his back
man.
and, you know,
Jump on his back.
Yeah,
Replacements, baby.
run him down.
Third and short. Who's getting the ball?
I mean, I don't know why you would give it to anybody else.
But 20?
Give it to Larry.
And there he goes. And
He didn't even run the right way, but that's
He
fine.
didn't listen to you.
No, he ran. If he
Yeah.
had cut it back to the right side,
know.
he had a good spot over there.
We're still in the third quarter. They're in the 30-yard line moving in. They're up 16-0, meaning the Ducks over the Enforcers.
And they're
Are they
gonna-
saying he didn't get it right there?
Yeah, there's what they're looking at right here. It's going to be short. And there's going to be a football on
Ball
the
on
ground.
the
That is a
ground.
great job by the defensive tackle right there.
Tigers are all over the place right now.
Number 94 just snatched the football out of the quarterback's hands.
The heads up play.
Yeah, I mean, it was sitting right there for him to do it, but he, CPR'd it. Club, punch, and rip.
No, just to give everybody an update, hey, this is Score Sports. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman and Adam Collins. If you have any opportunities, you want us to stream your game, you want us to play-by-play your game, we'd love to be able to help you out, do best we can. We had 3 games being recorded tonight live stream-wise. We were able to bring you the Tigers, the Horsemen, and the Ducks versus the Guardians. Glad we'll be able to do that. We got 2 games going on right now simultaneously. They've been tape delayed. If you go on to IFL, you already know the outcome. I don't really want to give that away right now. Very proud of these teams and their efforts across the board. Oh, goodness, that made
He
me
held that
nervous.
ball a long
He did,
time.
he did.
Got a chance for a return there.
My bad.
We got Jet, and we're going to have a penalty.
He returned it all the way back down to 35, and I clipped it off. That man's going to have my head for getting him off of that punt return. Go back here. So it was going to be a no-brainer on that part. So, how's your shoulder feeling there, Coach? You about to
I'm
lose it?
good.
You lying?
I'm okay.
All right, there, beef and cheese. Look at those uniforms, man. That's some rough uniforms. Green and orange playing each other. St. Patrick's Day. Or is this a yellow?
Well, it's supposed to be Arizona State and Oregon, so.
All right, well, speaking of that, we'll give us some dual action here for those people that can never get enough football. Let's get this going here.
We've got a holding on Augusta.
Neither one of the teams are in the red zone right now. The Tigers are up steadily 20-6 here in the second quarter. They're at the bottom. The Tigers are in orange. The Guardians are in gray. Well, we got the wonderful Ducks of Augusta taking on the Enforcers of Atlanta. 16-0 Ducks lead in the third quarter.
And the Enforcers have held their own in this game.
I mean, to be 16-0, and I know the final score doesn't probably depict the game because it definitely gets carried to me. They put the old proverbial 2 nails in the coffin to be the final on that part. We'll wonder if the Tigers are able to punch something in here before halftime.
Empty backfield. Looks like they're dropping quite a few people.
I'm not sure.
Quarterback rolls left, steps up, lets it fly.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Ouch.
Look at it. Caught on his shoulder. He caught it on his shoulder, people.
And that's
that's
Maurice Gatlin.
Yes.
Again.
Oh.
Mr. Gatlin will be running for player of the game.
Okay, so it is 26 to
Hello. Down at the bottom of the screen, Night Train trying to bust out to the left.
And that's why we saw our filmer back very quickly. Okay, is that what you're telling me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, the Guardians only had 11 people. And, you know, a little bit of history about the Metro Atlanta Horsemen playing on the Georgia Knights. Georgia Knights started with 8 folks.
Wow.
So, I mean, you know, when you get 3 weeks, 4 weeks into football, you get that idea of who really wants to play and who's able to kind of figure out, hey, we want to find ourselves there in June in Chattanooga for the IAFL.
Mr. Night Train is leaving people in his wake down here.
I'm not going to lie to you. If we only had 8 people, I was like, yeah, man, we're not playing.
You wouldn't? You can't handle that, man?
You're not
No,
gonna
no, if I was one of those 8 people, I'd be like, okay, it's 7 now, guys.
That's good. That's good. I appreciate that.
You want to run the old 3-3-2 defense at him?
All right. So that's an 8-point lead. Now it's 28-6 for the Tigers. If I'm wrong about that, don't hold that against me.
Deontay Fletcher on a 2-point conversion right there.
Mr. Fletcher's a busy man.
He is.
They're about to go to half. We got the Ducks up here to be able to lead that in there. So it's been, you know, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It's been a wonderful day to say the least. It's 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We will probably venture off here shortly, even though all 4 of us like to watch football.
Oh yes.
So
there's a snap. Blanchard drops.
He's gonna run.
He's gonna take off. He's got all kinds of room.
Oh Lord.
he closed in. Number 25 from the Enforcers with a nice, what we call a bookend tackle. He just stopped it, put the book right there and said, you're not moving. This is where you're going right now.
We've seen Blanchard play for 3 weeks now, and he takes some of the worst hits I've ever seen.
Well, that's what happens when you wear 26 as a quarterback.
Are you trying to say that might not be
A good quarterback number?
modern quarterback number?
I would say that's correct.
He thought his job was to turn around and hand it to 20. He didn't know he was going to be doing all this dropping back stuff. And he just turned around and handed off to 20. They blocked nobody in the game 5.
The wedge?
They did, and they didn't really block anybody. They were just massive humanity going forward right there. So I mean,
I don't understand why wedge is so hard to run, but people act like it's rocket science.
what you mean stepping down inside gap?
Stepping down inside,
and running?
putting your hand on on the back of the guy in front of you, and run.
I mean,
And what?
Run.
You run. All right there. Boys.
we had a lot of success just running wedge. I mean, you run it from the shotgun, it's really dirty.
They're calling a timeout here with the Ducks. Guardians take the ball on the move. Up the field they go.
Ouch.
Short kick right there, but they're going to start with the ball at about 50.
You know, you think, you know, you got to give the Guardians a lot of credit. They showed up with, what, 12, Coach?
Man, it takes some balls to come out there and play when you ain't got but 12 people.
I mean, it does.
Well, we're about to we're getting close to seeing a little bit of the horseman action. You just got to give me a second so I can get it up here. It's old man's tired tonight, boys. Just hang in there.
If you're old, that means I'm old, so don't say that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Looks like the Ducks game is about to come back from timeout right here.
Guardian on the bottom down there trying to.
That is the deepest shotgun snap I have ever seen.
And he flips it out to the left.
Ooh.
Somebody just got cleaned up.
Yes, they did. I think a couple people got cleaned up on that play.
Yeah, somebody with the Tigers right there just got caught counting the change.
Ducks under center and run the straight quarterback sneak.
He was in chase mode and got leveled.
And I'm telling you right now, Mr. Blanchard's like, look, if we're going to run the quarterback sneak, just snap it between my legs and let me run, you know, in motion. Let 20 run this, let 6 run this, let 5 run this, let somebody else run this.
All right, for the first time in Score 58 Network history, we have 3 football games presented to you.
That is an 8-man kickoff return.
It is. We had a lot of technical issues, so we're just bringing it to you the best way we can. Horsemen are in black. The Georgia Knights are in white. Georgia Knights do not have the required 11 people. So he's doing the best he can with what he doesn't have at this point.
It was DDT down at the bottom of the screen. Just straight Jake the Snake Roberts tackle right down here.
So you definitely have some different ones. We had to go in a different direction when we're filming tonight. With
Okay.
Ow.
All over the
Okay,
place.
is there any way to rewind that play?
Which one?
The one right here with the quarterback scrambler.
One number 31. It's got to be the end of the half. That's my.
You got to watch this block in the backfield though is brutal.
All right, well, y'all got me. I'll pay attention. Here, let's pay attention.
Okay, watch the tackle right here.
All right, look at that.
Watch him slinging.
There, let's watch it again. Watch it again.
Now watch when he turns. Watch this other block.
Oh,
low block.
Goodness gracious.
Low block.
Yeah.
Horrible hold.
Oh,
That was the best hold ever.
goodness gracious.
Hello.
Another questionable.
Wow.
Oh my! Did you see that down bottom? Nearly got a touchdown for the Ducks. Couldn't get in the old pickle barrel.
Yeah.
Probably too far away to be able to film that one here. We did the best we could. We gave the Horsemen a tight and wide copy, so they're set up. We just were filming with a different environment up top.
I can't even understand how I would view it if I was on the Horsemen and the other team said, hey, yo, we got 8. You got 8 what? Dollars?
Right.
Players?
Again, I'd be like, all right, well, y'all don't need me today. I'm going to head for the house.
Y'all got 7 at this point.
No, if I play for the Horsemen.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Meaning that. Yeah. I'm gonna call it.
I'm going home, guys.
Yeah. I'm calling it early tonight.
This game's going to last like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
I
it
mean,
did.
it does. It does. It doesn't even get out of the first quarter here. Ducks are in the 3rd quarter down bottom in yellow. Scrambling.
There goes Blanchard again.
Oh my goodness gracious! Breaks some ankles right there.
He gets a first down.
Ridden out of bounds.
Tell you what, the enforcers are enthusiastic.
They are. They have a lot of heart. To me, they do not come out on the winning end tonight because we are going to close this in, and we know that the Guardians do not come out on the winning end. The Tigers are able to pull off and be very successful in their win, based on it being 28-6. Oh goodness gracious!
I thought we were just watching the same play again.
What, number 31? They didn't tackle him. He's going to have to throw it. Oh, and he snags it down.
Wow, man.
It was fun.
That guy somebody needs to sign that guy. Nobody
Man.
can tackle him.
I tell you, for those people that are not aware of it, Johnny Manziel signed with the AAF earlier today.
What team?
I still haven't looked. I just saw it come across as
Ducks going into Power Eye, coach. I'll give you one guess who's going to touch this thing. Nobody's going to touch it right now because there's an illegal substitution penalty.
What happens if you put tight end to the right side, split a receiver out to the left, and ran lead option to the left-hand side?
The quarterback would go into the end zone untouched. Because if you're going to run lead, then you're going to block the guy responsible for the quarterback. And nobody's going to want 20 to touch the ball, so they're going to all run to him, and the quarterback's going to turn the corner and walk into the end zone.
looks like the Ducks are going to go into the half leading by 3 scores if they're able to punch it in right now. And that is the end of the halftime or the end of the first half for the Tigers and the Guardians. So everything's kind of coming to a full circle here.
I'm trying to just get my mind wrapped around if the other team showed up with 8.
I mean, and you can see that. I mean, even to the point that we don't have a lot of great footage because of what we were dealt with. There wasn't a lot of good internet where we were playing at that particular park, so we're definitely struggling with that. I mean, but when you get a chance, get through this play here, I'll go back.
I'm telling you, if I'm on the team with a lot of players, I'm headed for the house.
We can see where you're standing there, man.
With a lot
so
of players.
If I show something up at a workforce and I got more people than I need, Adam, you're the first one going, I'm good. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Oh, man.
He really.
All right,
I know he threw that ball. He should have just
So
ran
give me
it.
a count here, boys.
Okay, so I got 2.
Count me with the white jerseys.
I got 3. I got 9 right now.
One guy just ran off the field.
That's 9, right?
Yeah, one guy. Why did the guy run off the field?
Field.
I don't play defense. Come on, man.
I don't play defense. What do you mean?
He used the Chesney Jordan rule. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, every week.
I take it that was a player of y'all's.
Yes,
Okay.
and every week.
Your
Chesney
name
had no-
dropped on me like that, like you were sitting there going, I was talking to Jeff Saturday the other day. You know,
Not all of us get to sit down with Jeff Saturday.
you know, not everybody gets a name dropped like that on that
No.
part.
We're just talking about our players.
All right.
I love it, man. The enforcers are still jacked up, trying to get the crowd into
I mean,
it.
they're only down 16-0. This could be a great stop. Give it to Night Train.
And
plug
see,
it in.
again, if he plowed through the middle.
Oh, wow.
But if he runs to the right-hand side, there's nothing over there.
And I
He
will say,
decided the quickest point to the end zone was through that guy,
yes,
not cutting back.
No.
This guy's not going to tackle me. I'm just going to take him with me.
no, not at all.
And then now you get the flags.
Well, that was a little unnecessary.
Yeah, but now they're all over the place.
There's lots of shenanigans now.
Shenanigans, we have them. We have a dead ball. Personal foul on the defense.
And then we finally get a play from the Horsemen. The Horsemen are in black. The Georgia Kings are in white. Sorry for the
Kings are nice.
there we go. Knights. Thank you. Sorry, man. Georgia Kings play for the APDFL.
Motion out of the backfield to the
God bless
slot. And we have a touchdown.
There you go.
Oh, nice tackle. Very nice overfield tackle right there.
We're going to see what we're going to do for the 2-point. Once the Horsemen get their score here, we will probably depart. I keep saying that, but I've really just enjoyed your companies. You know,
We've been
not that
hanging
I'm
out.
not going to see you here in less than 7 hours.
We've just
Coach
been hanging.
Collins.
We've just been hanging out all day, you know.
Yeah, we have.
When you say 7 hours, you mean like
Coach Collins. Coach Collins, I need you here, Coach
you mean
Collins.
like 420 minutes? Is that what you mean?
And the lighting's not good right now, so we're not going to see anything. We'll have to get up on this.
Is that an interception?
Let's just get on that.
Did they throw an interception against a team with 8 people?
They did.
That right there beats all. I can't even.
They did go for 2 and get the 2-point conversion.
That's hilarious.
Could you imagine what one of our former quarterbacks' father would have done if he would have thrown an interception against a team with 8 people on it.
He'd have been on the field.
I can't even begin to think about that. That would have been comedy right there now.
Oh, been rough indeed. All right, 2-point conversion. Wanted y'all to get a chance to watch this. This is pretty good.
All right, got power eye left. We got run through the back of the end zone all the way to Georgia if you want to. We got the picture taking. We're dancing. And it's 24-0 now in this game, Bo?
Yes. With 16, add 8. I would increase it to 24. That would be great on that part.
That's the new math.
That is the new math.
We were working on that in the 3-point shootout today where I kept counting shots that went through the net and nobody else did. I was like, they had 9. They were like, made 8. I was like, okay. Obviously, I'm blind.
I'm telling you. I don't know if you're blind or just happy to be here on this situation.
Hey, a little of both. So, we're going to kick off from the other 35. This is classic right here. That's classic, man.
Are you serious?
That's classic.
I'm getting to it. Just give me a second. I'm tired. All right. Unfortunately, we're able to get a turnover. They're going to kick off from the 45. Is that what the 35?
35.
We're in the third quarter here with the Tigers, so we've about had enough of this. Well, gentlemen, ladies, we appreciate everybody kind of tuning in and watching. I'll consider how we're going to be able to give you live broadcasts as we go. It's 11:15 Eastern Standard Time. We've got the Horsemen up top. The Tigers about to put a nail in the old proverbial coffin in the third quarter. The Ducks are kicking off, and of course the onside kick it. Enforcers grab it. And they're heading up that way.
They
tried
put
to
the lateral
ball on the ground.
It literally is.
Oh,
the dancing bears are in the end zone right there.
my goodness
Put a
gracious.
tent over it.
I would lose my mind.
Yes, and it is Augusta's ball. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it puts that on that one. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this ends our Score 58 Network broadcast for the night. Week 3 IAFL in the books. We appreciate everybody joining us. If you ever need any assistance and help, we were just taking a look at the games. We've been in the middle of basketball all-star games all day, but we wanted to make sure we gave props to everybody. That Horseman is on the move up top.
Yeah, you see that?
I did. I got caught into that. We'll do a better job. We do have some good games next week. The Ducks are taking on the Sumter Sharks. Find out where the Tigers might be playing and where the Horsemen might be playing, and try to bring that games to you next Saturday. We're getting close. We're heading into week 4. Things are moving faster than ever. Getting ready for Women's National Football Conference with the Atlanta Phoenix. Their first game is April 6th over in Birmingham, so we'll be airing that live. So looking forward to it. Y'all take care of yourselves. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day. We appreciate you tuning in. Adam and Craig, thanks for hanging out and eating some soft tacos from Taco Bell with us. And I hope everybody gets feeling better from what happened with the Horsemen and the Georgia Knights. I did say the Knights on that party. Congratulations to the Ducks on their victory over the Enforcers. And congratulations to the Tigers over their victory over the Guardians. Make sure you check out the IAFL Facebook website. You can get all those updates as much as you can on the scores. Check out other leagues around the nation, APDFL, Amateur Professional Developmental Football League, and the NDFL, National Developmental Football League.
As he says.
Yes, and seashells by the seashore. So, all right, last thoughts, gentlemen, for the day in hand, football-wise.
Been interesting.
The domination, realistically. I mean, that's the word that comes to my mind. You know, it's from the Tigers' perspective and the Ducks. I mean, well, also mistakes. You got to tighten those things up. You want a little bit cleaner football across the board to not have turnovers and mistakes in that direction. So, hope everybody's, if you're serious about football, reach out to these organizations. Get involved with it, be able to help out and watch it grow. I'll be heading out. Take care of yourselves. See you later. Be safe. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Good night.